Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2012 PodCRASH Awards. Please take your seats as we get ready for the show.
PodCRASH Awards, an award show for excellence in podcasting. All 52 podcasts that were featured on the first year of PodCRASH are eligible to win one of new media's finest trophies, a coveted Crashy. I'm your announcer, Caleb Bacon, and now, let's welcome a man you've read in paperback, seen on television, and heard on iTunes. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's host and twice nominated Stitcher Podcasting Award nominee, Chris Gore.
Thank you so much for coming up here. Thank you. And thank you those watching on the internet, streaming on our YouTube channel, PodCRASH TV. I am your host for tonight, Chris Gore. I have been inside most of you who are seated here tonight. I have been on your podcasts, and I have a lot to say about that. First of all, welcome to the 2012 PodCRASH Awards. We don't, normally they've got teleprompters. We've got it on paper, baby! I love it. And so congratulations to all of you, the nominees. And unlike other award shows, you all know that you're going to win. But you don't know what you're going to win for. And also for the viewers at home watching this on YouTube, might I suggest a drinking game? Every time the word podcast is used, take a shot, because people will be saying that a lot during the show. Now, I actually want to get a little serious for a moment and tell you something I feel actually very deeply. And that's podcasts. Our ears consume them, our minds delight in them, our limbs wrap around them, our hearts can't live without them, our loins swell for podcasts, and for some, our mouths speak them. We're free from the FCC restrictions, we're free from the grasps of big corporations, for now, and we're free to be ourselves. Such an authentic artistic expression has never grasped the world until now, until the birth of the podcast. Go ahead and take a drink. Never has such an authentic artistic expression reached so many countries, so many corners of the world. As podcasters, you're all welcomed into the homes of strangers. They bring us to the gym, a walk across a bubbling brook, to the grocery store, in the car, to the laundromat, even in the bedroom. Because of all of this and more, no other medium has been able to achieve such an intimate connection with humanity. And the world has never needed it more. 2012 was a banner year for podcasting. More new ears came to us than any other year. You, my fellow podcasters, put out some of the greatest episodes in the history of podcasts. You, my fellow podcasters, you have touched more lives than ever before. All of this is true from my mouth to your earbuds. It's been said, with great power comes great responsibility. Podcasters, you have risen to the occasion and have been respectful of the very planet that you are changing. It is for such a high standard that we are gathered here tonight. We are gathered here tonight to, seriously, we are gathered here tonight to award podcasters with a coveted Crashy. Carol, show them the Crashy. It's the lovely Carol Zara. She's from Canada. And we just found out that she's a Brazilian. And I actually personally made all of those Crashies, which the name of the Crashy was named by Mary Forrest, who's in the room somewhere here. Mary named this award. She's contributed quite a bit to PodCRASH. You'll hear about that later. Now, each handcrafted Crashy statue was made in the United States of America by myself. For the first time in the history of podcast award shows, an award comes in a variety of colors for the winner to select. They come in white, black, silver, platinum, gold, and steampunk. So, choose your color. It's first come, first served. We've only got a few of each color, so pick your favorite. And I really want to thank Carol, who come here all the way from Canada to assist in the award show. Passing out awards. Now, these Crashies are not being awarded only to podcasting's most powerful and glamorous. No, they're simply for the best in the MP3 arts. That's why some of the world's best have assembled here tonight at IOWest in famous Hollywood, on famous Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, California. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together tonight for all of the nominees. Ladies and gentlemen, both here at IOWest Theater and folks watching from around the globe on YouTube, through PodCRASH TV on YouTube, please put your hands together for yourselves. Frankly, you can put your hands anywhere because you're just watching this on a computer, so if you're doing that, and I'll just say podcast, take a drink. So, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the first annual PodCRASH Awards.
Whether you're here or at home, there's a special hashtag we've assigned.
What is the hashtag?
Tonight's winners, feature picks, hashtag PodCRASH with that Chris Gore Podcast Awards 2012.
It's so easy, Caleb. Everyone can do it. We encourage you to tweet. Bring out your devices. We don't care. Tweet away. Take pictures.
To be as searchable as possible, so no typos.
Okay, and now a round of applause for the man who regularly hosts Glory Stories on this very stage. He also hosts the sexy and fun podcast, Gentlemen's Club. Tonight's announcer, Caleb Bacon. He deserves a round of applause.
Thank you, Chris. Later in the show, the Crashy for Podcast of the Year.
Podcast of the Year. That's going to be awesome.
Podcast of the Year.
Pretty excited about that.
Later
That's
in the
great.
show.
That's fantastic.
And now for tonight's first award. To present the following award and each additional award this evening, once again, that Chris Gore.
Yeah! Hey, it's me, I'm back! Glad we rehearsed this script. Okay, good podcasters can get guests to open up. Great podcasters can get guests to open up about their sex lives. That was precisely what this host did. To accept the Crashy for most revealing podcast, parentheses, sexual in nature, is Jordan Harbinger from the Pickup Podcast. You won! Get up here, Jordan! Accept the Crashy, so you won!
I appreciate it. First of all, logistics. Who's got the $10 the nominees had to pay to get in? Who pays to get their own award?
I paid 20.
Right on. That's what you should. I spent most of my 10-minute walk here thinking of what I was going to say. I didn't expect to be first, which is nice. It means I can leave early. I really appreciate it, Chris. You were a really fun guest on the show. And, you're one of the only guys I know that can make an award show where you give other people awards completely about yourself. So, props to you for that. And also, having, dished on my show, we got into some pretty deep topics. And you're really comfortable talking about how poorly endowed you are in front of thousands of men.
Chicks like honesty. Oh, right off.
How did that happen?
We'll see you next year.
This is the Pickup Podcast First Crashing. This is anyone's first crashing.
Now, while many podcasts discuss comic books and television programs, other brave podcasters discuss adrenaline and the never-ending search for a good time. To accept the Crashy for most thrilling podcast, Robert Coker, Doug Barnes, and Brett Young from seasons past, the Theme Park Podcast! And guys, wait, sorry for making you go second. I know you're used to being in front of the line, but you're gonna go second this time. Come on up!
The season pass began in 2007.
I can't believe it. He's shocked. We're so filled with emotion right now. And all I can say is, that Chris Gore, he's fucking awesome, man. And, we did it! And, I don't know why he would ever crash a theme park podcast, but, whatever, dude, we'll accept it. Thank you. Thank you. Tina, I love you so What do you want? Steam bomb.
Fish. Grab this for a second. What is a flower without its petals? What is a podcast without its listeners? What is Brad Pitt without Angelina Jolie? Nothing. And single, but with many options. It is the PodCRASH listeners that make the program a program. Without their lives to touch, there is no PodCRASH with, me. Due to the budgetary restrictions of this production, I was unable to travel to each listener's home and shake their hand as I originally planned, but instead, we're presenting on video the PodCRASH Listeners Award. So check this out.
These are live.
Wait, that's later. Wait, no music. Here we go. Let's see if the video works.
Hi everybody, my name's Andrew Garner and I'm from Tullahoma, Tennessee.
I'm Brett Dyer from Wichita.
My name is Jeff Shaw. I live in North Carolina, and I received an email from Chris Gore stating that I had won an award. And it arrived in the mail this other day, and this is what it looks like. It's a pair of earbuds.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you I love the podcast PodCRASH with that Chris Gore.
I absolutely love the podcast PodCRASH.
Thank you, PodCRASH, for this award.
Chris Gore from PodCRASH has selected me as his best listener.
Chris Gore is so funny. If I'm having a bad day, I just turn him on and instantly I feel better.
I've listened to every episode, and I intend to listen to every episode that ever comes out in my life that I can listen to with my eardrum.
Because it shows that PodCRASH cares about its fans and that being a fan of PodCRASH, it is something to be proud of.
probably one of my most favorite podcasts on the internet. I really don't like being on camera, so I'm not gonna be.
Even as a special bonus, he autographed it down here on the bottom.
Hello, I love the Chris Gore podcast. I listen to every episode of the podcast. It's my favorite podcast.
It's basically the only reason I ever even think about going on iTunes.
He's really hot too. Like, really, really hot. Did I mention how hot he is?
Chris Gore makes me laugh and is very entertaining.
Say, I appreciate Chris and thinking about me, giving me this award. It's my X-Files collection.
So thank you, PodCRASH and Chris Gore. Love you with all my heart. Let's get out of here.
That one chick that said that I was hot, because I don't think she listens to the podcast, because she should know that I don't like white girls. I'm really not into white girls. With all due respect to white girls in the audience, if she listens to the podcast, she'd know that. I'm going to say that was fake, that particular one. So boo on that. Wait, all right, you're next. You're up, Caleb. Don't you have something to...
Just a reminder, hashtag PodCRASH Podcast Awards 2012 on Twitter, Facebook, or any other social messaging services. And later in the show, Podcast of the Year Award.
Wow. That's pretty exciting. Now, many podcasts do not record in studios. They often record in studio apartments.
Hey, don't judge me.
Actually, your studio apartment is great. It's very neat and organized. It's like you has the gay. It's great. I have that too. I'm very organized. So you have a great setup.
Thank you, Chris.
But we're not talking about you at this moment. Some podcasts actually record in incredible studios, like amazing. To accept the Crashy for Best Podcasting Studio, awesome, great job, is Roth Cornet AfterBuzz TV. Come on, get up!
I want to thank you, Chris, for giving me an award for something that has absolutely nothing to do with me.
You have also a great podcast and a great space to do it in. That's all I'm saying.
I do. Thank you so much for
Chris,
this
what is this
podcast
white girl
award.
doing on stage?
I was just going to say, and for allowing a white chick to be in your audience.
Woo! God, I lost a lot of the audience with that comment. I'm sorry, Mom. To accept your Crashy, we've got a couple colors left. Great. You were going to say, you had a really good factoid, though.
AfterBuzz TV was founded by the very sexy TV personality, Maria Menounos.
Who is not white.
She's...
Good to know.
No, I didn't mean to go blue. I'm sorry, she's very hot. She's sexy.
Okay,
She didn't set up that studio. That's no way she did that.
First of all, thank you, Carol, for replenishing our award supply. Don't worry, we have plenty in all your favorite colors. They're very popular. Okay, now, let's move it on. A great many podcasts are created by men and are released to primarily male audience. This is especially true on programs where topics are comic books and science fiction. That's my favorite. However, some women crave such programming. This podcast provides just that. The Crashy for Best Podcast for Lady Geeks goes to the Defective Geeks. Come on up on stage to accept Diana and Giselle.
Late Shift Award we have over here. I love it. No, seriously though, thank you so much. We also want to thank our co-host Valerie, who could not be here today. I know. Yeah. We also want to thank Nancy, who co-founded the site with us. Also, the Bobo Broadcasting Network, who supports us all the time. With our, endeavors. Also to our friends and listeners who we bully into listening to us every week. To you.
A little more time. Come on, Caleb. A little more time. A little more time.
The orchestra that's up in the booth. A little trigger happy.
A little bit more time.
Fine, there's two of them, they're cute.
And thanks to all our friends and listeners. And as we always say at the end of our podcast, Valhalla!
I should have made a pink award. I just realized that. It would have been cool if there were a pink one. Awesome. Great job. You had a comment.
I'm over it.
You're over it? Okay, cool. All right.
It was great at rehearsal.
Now, okay, yeah, it was. It worked great. Now, some podcasts can be seen on video. That's especially good for this podcast. The Crashy for Sexiest Podcast Duo goes to... Are they here? The Naughty Show. The Naughty Show to accept the sexually and his very sexy side kid, Mickey Pesa. Come on up.
Shout out to Fleshlight, our sponsor.
Death Squad's for the children. What's that, Brian Redman?
Yo, give it up for Chris Gore for putting together a great fucking show.
I like to see what are the most popular colors. It's like iPods. Which one do people buy? That's great.
Hashtag PodCRASH Podcast Awards 2012.
Just remember, it's as easy to remember as that.
Not that I have to keep looking at the screen every day.
This is very, I can't believe that we've gotten to this part of the show. I don't want to bring everyone down. Okay, all right. We're going to talk about the podcasting game can be taxing on its hosts and producers. In fact, some shows are taxed to death. We never hear from those podcasts again. In fact, more podcasts were put down in 2012 than in any other year. It's true.
It sucks.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in helping find a video that I have to play. Join me in a moment of silence as we honor this year's dead podcast. Sad, but some of the people actually who did these podcasts, the ones that are no longer with us, are here.
And you know what?
Yeah, the people who did them are alive. The podcast may be dead, but their voices can still be heard somewhere online. So I'm here to actually present awards to those in attendance. It's the best no longer podcasting podcast, Cricket Lee from A Fangirl's Guide, Great Drink from Popcorn Mafia. And is Matt Ralph here? Matt Ralph from This Week in Walking Dead. Matt, are you in the house? No? I saved 2 of the black awards for them. If you want the black one, it's here. A lot of white women like to choose the black one. There you go, Gray. Did you take?
It's even drooping. Oh, I love it. Well, I want to make a speech that's longer than Chris's tie, but shorter than that goddamn hashtag. Some of my favorite reasons for podcasting are sitting in this room, so thank you all for being awesome and for inspiring me to not fucking podcast anymore. What's up? Suck it, bitches! Grade rank out!
Sean, if you ding me goddamn in the middle of my I'll kill you. So, yeah, I kind of
It's Sean. Yeah, it's Sean.
Is it Sean?
Sean.
Give people more time, Sean. Stop cutting them off.
Bacon's good. Bacon's good with everything. I just want to thank. Right? I really honestly want to thank my Korean mother, who every time I sat down and watched videos or video games or read comic books, she never said, "Lisa, what are you doing?" She always said, "Okay, baby, if that's what makes you happy, do whatever you want." And it's been getting me pretty far for the last 42 years, and so I want to let you guys know that a Fangirls Guide will be back by the middle of next year. So, thanks everybody. I've never won an award before. This is fucking awesome.
Just like zombies, dead podcasts can come back. They don't have to be dead forever, right? Kim?
They have to give the award back.
Yes, if you come back in, they'll give the award back. Let me change it.
Thunderdome me for it. Well, Thunderdome me.
That sounds hot.
Let's give out some more awards. That's why we're all here, right? Also to drink. Also for the after party, which will be in the balcony after the show. In 2012, podcast fans were exposed to a greater number of great guests than ever before. This Crashy winner excelled at pairing a number of quality guests on each episode. To accept the Crashy for best guest bookings is Vito and Juan of Comics on Comics! I love your show! Come on up here!
Accepting on behalf of Vito and Juan is Juan.
Wow, well thank you. It was only, I think I was probably 12 years old when I was like, man, I really want to win a PodCRASH Award. And nobody knew what I was talking about. As I was just sitting there reading comics. Well, thank you. What we do is we just get awesome, amazing people like Chris Gore and other people who love what they love. And we just sit them around and we just talk. We're sitting there talking about comic books and all kinds of fun stuff. So, we have a fun time because we get people who love the world of comics, and Chris obviously loves the world of comics if you've ever seen his car. Well, thank you, goodbye.
Sean! How's everybody doing today? It's fun to get awards. It is so much fun to get and give awards, isn't it? I mean,
So much fun.
it is fun. I'm having a good time. Oh, now this is, oh gosh, guys, we're not even halfway through the 2012 PodCRASH Awards. We've already seen podcasters take the stage and leave it award-winning podcasters. Congratulations to award-winning podcasters here. Unfortunately, not every winner was able to take that breathtaking transformation with us tonight. I'm not going to take this personally. A lot of the podcasts I was on they were unable to make it. So one of the guys sent in a video acceptance, and he wants us to play it here tonight. So we're going to play
This is all the way from North Hollywood, California.
Paul lives in North Hollywood. He could have come here.
He said something about traffic.
Let's take a look at Paul Goebel. Paul Goebel, the king of TV, accepting his award for The Paul Goebel Show.
All the way from up the 101.
Yeah. AKA 2 blocks from my house.
Right? I mean, where else can you talk about something you're so passionate about? I mean, the internet is, it's everywhere. It's all over the world, right? How about Al Gore, right? Give it up for Al Gore. Without him, Al Gore deserves one of these for sure. And I want to thank Obama. Having Obama for 4 more years, it's going to be great for podcasting for sure. 4 more years of podcasting under Obama. I got all kinds of great ideas, so that's going to be awesome. It's podcasting is a great medium. I think let's give it up for podcasts, right? Come on, right? I mean, where else can you talk about something you're so passionate about? I mean, the internet is it's everywhere. It's all over the world, right? How about Al Gore, right? Give it up for Al Gore. Without him, Al Gore deserves one of these for sure. And I want to thank Obama. Having Obama for 4 more years, it's going to be great for podcasting for sure. 4 more years of podcasting under Obama. I got all kinds of great ideas, so that's going to be awesome. And just look around the audience and all the great podcasters who are here tonight. Sharon Houston is here. And what she lacks in look, she makes up for it.
We're gonna have to move on. We're not gonna be able to watch one. We're just gonna move on. It's fine. It's cool. We'll just let that play and whatever. It's good.
He'll be done.
It's fine. We can check in with them. Now, podcasters are often made better by those whom they surround themselves. Compliments are often best seen when a man and a woman host a show together. To accept the award for Best Podcasting Duo, parentheses, male-female, are Claire Kramer and Tori Mill from 5 by 5. Come on up!
Thank you, Paul. Hey, everybody. Yes, you want to come on up? You're part of the goddamn show. The disco tech guy. Yes. Thank you all so much. Claire can't be here because she's famous, so, what are you going to do? You got me. We love you all. This is Iski. He's the best. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everyone, for podcasting and being awesome. And it just proves that an upper middle class guy from Hollywood can make it in this industry. Thank you.
Love you, Dad. I love you, Mom.
Oh, yeah, I love my dad and wife.
All right, Paul. Mr. Chris,
You can't listen to them all. Who is recording a Lost podcast? Shows have been on here.
We're just gonna move on with the show. That's cool. It's fine. Okay. In 2012, storytelling podcasts soared to great heights. This award winner is one of the reasons why. I kind of gave it away. To accept the crash sheet for Best Storytelling Podcast are the co-hosts of Storyworthy, Christine Blackburn, Hannes Lee.
How exciting. When Storyworthy began so long ago, we had actual fires that people would sit around and tell their stories by. And we actually were able to transmit our podcast by telegraph. Now back then, of course, it wasn't called a podcast.
Yeah, no, it was called wasting people's time. Things never changed. Then we didn't have a link to Amazon. We had a link to a F.W. Woolworths. We did the show in an alley behind a Woolworths, a small window that you could crawl through.
It was different back then, though. There was no Facebook. There was no Twitter. We had pen pals. We had stalkers.
We actually had a fanzine. Anybody? Fanzine. That's how old it is.
And finally, I'd like to thank my mother and my father for everything you've done. Of course, had you been better parents, you'd be a successful lawyer or doctor. But here I am, and I'm putting your
My parents are both dead. Thank you.
Bieber have a podcast? Hillary Jepsen, is she going to do a podcast?
We're going to post the whole thing on YouTube for you guys to all watch.
YouTube.com/PodCRASH Awards with that Chris Gore 2012 hashtag.
Switch it out, man. If you want a different color, you can totally trade. Switch them whatever one you want. It's all good. Now, one of the things that's important to me is having a neat and organized recording space. Why did the joint commit suicide? One of those things. But that was made with love and a lot of discarded earbuds. A drawer full of discarded earbuds were the inspiration for those words.
And put them in Paul Goebel's mouth.
Yeah. But having an organized a recording space is important. So I think, Caleb, I'm looking at you, accepting the award for the neatest podcasting space, the neatest that I've ever been to. All the DVDs are alphabetized. From the Gentlemen's Club is Caleb Bacon.
Hi guys. So I was the guy right there for most of the show. And I also have a podcast called The Gentlemen's Club. And one of the things about having people come over is you should clean your fucking toilet. Because, especially because I've had a lot of porn stars over, and even if they're used to dirty toilets, you still don't want to have that impression as a podcaster. You want to seem professional, not like you're going to roofie them like you did Chris Gore. But he asked for that. That was episode 125. We had a lot of fun. But I think really... I need to go to the award room.
Chris, I gotta come up real quick.
Real quick? Wait, just
quick. I know this is my son's watching at home, he's 5, and he's very upset I didn't say hi to him. Finnegan, I love you, buddy! Go to sleep, damn it! I love you!
If anyone else has kids, don't pull that shit. Time out.
Meaning come back?
Talk amongst yourselves.
Turn Paul
Still coming up, Podcast of the Year Award. A moment which will live on in all of our hearts for 8 to 12 minutes.
Fantastic. Actually, we have a special award that we didn't even really discuss. It's a special secret. It's a secret award. It's a secret award. I'm actually very, very proud to present a very special award at this year's event. It's the Podcast Producer of the Year Award, also known as the PP. And the winner is, it's a surprise, it's the producer of PodCRASH itself, Sean Merrick, has won Podcast Producer of the Year. It's Sean Merrick, the very producer of PodCRASH, and he'll be receiving an award. Don't go over to the table and accept one of these colors. We have a special award for you, sir. Check out this award.
I saw it in the box. It's ruined. No, thank you so much. You guys, thank you so much for making our first year so awesome. I am honored, stone cold pleasure to be a part of the show and working with Chris and working with all you folks. And please have a great night. We have cake. We have awesome cake tonight. Have a great night. Thank you. Congratulations. Yes, Sean!
And might I note, such a great producer, he did it exactly on time, did not get played off. Brilliant. That's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Goebel has stopped talking.
Everything's going right tonight. We're practically at time. We were kicking all these other award shows' asses. Oscars, Grammys, brah. F them. We're doing really well here. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you see what's coming up here? Oh, this is very special. The next few things that I'm about to read. Very, very special and heartfelt and off the cuff. Right?
Producer of the Year, Sean, that actually was
That was a surprise that was kind of ruined actually when you opened that box and saw that special award.
I didn't know what it was for though.
But now, now you know.
I'll play you off from up there. I don't even care. iPads are hard. I don't know.
All right. Well, actually, let's get right to it. Another very special award is the. We should just say it, because we are running short on time here. The best
podcast
for comedy film nerds. The winners are Graham Elwood and Chris Mancini. Comedy film nerds. Look at that just for you guys.
Thank you so much. I'll tell you, it is always an honor. To win a made-up award from a crazy person. It really is. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Thank you so much, Chris Gore. We really appreciate it.
So, what's up in the news, huh? Dating's weird, am I right? You know what I mean? Crazy, what's going on here? All right. I can't believe that you stopped talking. You hadn't been played off yet. Graham, I know how you can be. I was at your LA Podcast Festival, which was awesome, by the way. Everyone who was there, that is an event that I hope that you repeat year after year. It's fantastic. So you should talk a little bit about that. That's an important organization that you guys created.
Well, actually, we wanted to take this opportunity here at the PodCRASH Awards to, Graham and I just wanted to say, we're quitting. So, no, that's right. We actually did want to say while we were up here that it was a lot of work for the LA Podcast Festival, and Chris Gore was really there every single pounding the drum, promoting. Chris Gore made the LA Podcast Festival better. He really did.
Thank you. You guys get 2 awards. Might as well just grab them. I got extras. Just grab another one. The 2 you're gonna fight over it anyways. You might have a couple extra awards sitting around. That's pretty awesome.
All right.
Great. Wait a second. Do you guys stick around? Do you guys want to present the final Crashy for Podcast of the Year?
Yes.
You do? Great. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of podcasts have competed for this award in 2012. A lot of submissions, a lot of submission fees that Chris kept. But only one could win. Ladies and gentlemen, Podcast of the Year 2012 is... Well, I don't have the envelope, Chris. There's no way.
Caleb, you know.
It's on your cards.
Oh, this is a surprise. It's PodCRASH. I just want to say
legitimate rape.
I just want to say that I think that this is incredibly ridiculous that I would create an award show to give you guys.
Law enforcement certificate.
I just want to say thank you to the PodCRASH show, of which I am the host, and I can't believe I'm such an idiot that I'm giving myself an award, but why not? Crazy things can happen in Hollywood, and I'm honored to receive this award.
Chris, I think everyone here knows that no one has done more for Chris Gore than Chris Gore.
Truer words were never said. Thanks. Thank you.
And honestly, thank you so much for dressing up like Anthony Michael Hall from 16 Candles. I really appreciate that.
There's a couple things. I just want to say, we're right on time. This is great. This is not like the Oscars. We have to stay up too late. I want to say congratulations to all the winners. thanks to Sean Merrick, podcast producer of the year, Mike in the booth for making us look good on stage, everyone at IOWest, John Covert, who's here, did all the videos, Patrick Ian Moore, thank you, Caleb Bacon for his hilarity on the script, and the very special and lovely Mary Forrest. I could not have done PodCRASH without her. She was the inspiration. Years ago, she's appeared on many of the podcasts, and I talk about her on the show a lot, even when I don't mention her name. So I just want to say I love you, Mary. Thank you for being here tonight. And one more thanks also for Carol Zara, all the way from Canada to present these awards. And I do have one last video I want to show you guys. It ties in with our the way that the show ends every episode. If you watch for PodCRASH, it's I'll find it. It's really awesome. I just want you all to join me in saying, let's get out.